Hi dear ones, this is Celeste and welcome back to my channel. We are taking a look at the energies in the month of November and we will see what energies are supporting our manifestation process and which energies are challenging our manifestation process, as well as seeing the important help the divine, the universe is giving us in the month of November and what to release so we can unlock our manifestation process, so we can bring our dreams into reality easier, so we can let go of blockages and make things move in the direction that we actually want. So this reading has two parts. In the first part, we will discuss all of the aspects I have already mentioned. And in the second part, you will have a pick a card reading of 3 piles. You will get to choose from 3 piles and we will see how to direct your energies in the month of November so you increase your chances of manifesting your dreams. In this reading, we are taking advantage of the help of the group because the energy that we are all gathering here together to help our manifestation process is easing our way, is helping ease our manifestation process and increase our chances. So let's go and get straight into the reading and we will see now the energies that are helping us in this month. And we have the Sun and the Nine of Swords. And the energies that are challenging us are Strength and the Star. Wow! We have powerful, challenging energies for the coming month of November. So we will be really challenged and tested in how we make possible and how we increase our probabilities in manifesting our dreams. We have big challenges because we are also promised a lot of gifts in the month of November. So these challenges are helping us gain more power in our manifestation process and gain more experience in how to bring our manifestations into life. And how to bring those ideas to life, we will go through a process, and that process in the month of November is challenged in a lot of aspects. So for example, our dreams themselves are challenged in their contents. So we are being challenged in how we think about our dreams and our goals. We will need to adjust them in the month of November. Are they still valid? Are they still useful? And we are speaking about the goals and also the ideas that we have now as dreams or goals for November, but not only. Dreams and goals in general will need to have a kind of makeover in the month of November. So what has been working so far, that will increase, and what has not been working so far, we will need to adjust. We will need to change our strategy there. We will need to think again if we actually want that dream or not, if we actually desire still that which we wanted in the past. So our past comes alive in such a way that it challenges us to change our direction or our approach or our perspective on what we want to accomplish. And it also challenges our limits. So what we think we can do, what is possible for us to do, or what is impossible for us to do, it shakes us in the same place, so we can let go of things that we are carrying and that are heavy. So we make things a lot simpler, and so we challenge our illusions about our accomplishments and our goals, because we might have goals that are not appropriate for us, or that we do not actually want them. We think we want them, maybe because someone else thinks the same and they are really excited about it. Maybe we have bought the dream from someone else, or from a society, a type of society that we dream to live in, or from a certain part of the world, or from a certain type of people or country. So we are being challenged in the roots of our dreams. Are they only illusions, or are they possible and probable to become reality? So this is really challenging, because it may trigger in us things that are not really comfortable to see, right? We might have thought we wanted something, and we have this longing and desire inside of us towards that goal, but maybe that was not even useful for us or possible for us, or even satisfying for us to have. And right now it may be difficult to challenge that and see the truth of the adjustments that we will need to make. So some dreams, they will need to be released completely, and others, they will need to be adjusted. So the probability of them becoming reality increases. We might have dreams that are a pie in the sky, so dreams that we have no idea when they will get to be reality, or we have no idea how to get them to be reality. They are just mainly an illusion, some kind of very high ideal that we will never reach. While that is useful for us to be encouraged to reach higher and higher, that is not necessarily something that we need to manifest. So that challenge is for us to come and wake up from our illusions, and this is the energy that is supporting our manifestations. Because if we wake up from our illusions of grandeur or diminishing power, then we will see what we can accomplish and make things happen a lot faster. Because if we just keep our energy on something we cannot reach, our energy will be just wasted and wasted some more, and we will feel helpless, and we will think that we cannot even make happen anything in our lives, or that that's not for us, or that we cannot even get there or dare to get there. But that's not really true. Sometimes our dreams are just worded in a way that's not real or helpful. So, for example, we might think we want to be seen in the world, or to make something purposeful, but that thing that we want to accomplish might be something that's too big, either too complicated, or even useless to us, because we do not have an actual purpose that is rooted in our abilities, in our desires, and in our heart and our minds together, in our whole being. But they are just something like somewhere in the sky. We are barely connected to that. So we need to make our dreams, our goals, more connected to us, more connected to who we are right here, right now. And for that, we need to open our horizons and to get out of the box of our own mind, and to think bigger, think wider, think like the sun. There's nothing that isn't possible for the sun, right? Well, it's just so natural. The sun is so natural. So this energy is supporting our highest dreams, but in a way that are connected to who we are right now and to our capabilities and possibilities and probabilities in our communities and society, in the place in which we live right here, right now. Another challenge for us is our lower selves and possessions. So, this desire of greed, of being greedy just for the sake of possession, just for the sake of enjoying something that is actually useless to us. Enjoying something for one day and then just throwing it all away. It's just a wasted energy. Yes, we have this immense pleasure for just one day, but then we feel again this lack and this emptiness. So, what we can do in that respect is to restrain from quick pleasures, and this is something that's not pleasant, of course, because we restrain from pleasure that is really quick to have pleasure sometime in the future, or to have a long-term accomplishment that requires more effort, that requires more than just taking by force something right here, right now. It requires discipline in the long run, and it requires us to really think our way through this, to understand how to go through obstacles instead of finding the easy way out, understanding how to increase our wisdom and how to think in a smart way, and how to get out of thinking in a way that's not useful for us. And this energy that is supporting us, it is also supporting our learning in the way of learning new perspective, hearing other people's opinions, hearing other people's ideas and mentorship, learning from others, but at the same time being radically honest with ourselves and our possibilities and probabilities. Reaching high doesn't mean to reach in a way that is impossible for us, but to believe in our own possibilities and capabilities, to really believe in our own power of creation, and to bring that into reality. So this is a kind of an adjustment in the way that we think our goals and our desires, so we can bring them into reality easier. Another thing that is keeping us away and it's challenging us is temptation. Temptations of all kinds, to fall into addictions, to fall into things that are not helpful, or illusions that are not there. For example, chasing a kind of a business that promises a lot, takes a lot, and gives nothing in return. So that is just an illusion that is being chased because of a promise and because of something that you will obtain, but that's not real. So that is a temptation to waste your energy on something that's never gonna give you anything back. And that is going to be really disappointing, and may also be depressing, and may also be maddening, to get you into this kind of craze of nothing works for me, and get into this amazing negative spiral of I cannot do anything right, or I need to use so much force to get something to manifest into my life, or I need to do all kind of shady stuff, or all kind of illegal stuff, all kind of things that are not ethical, or that I don't even want to do to get to the goals that I want to manifest. So those are the temptations that are really strong. So we have really strong challenging energies for the coming month of November. But the helping energies are also strong in the way that when we wake up from one of those illusions, it will be a brutal waking up. It will be like a brutal awakening to something that we've never seen before. It's like an opening of the eyes that is really quick, a light that comes into your life, and then everything is not the same anymore. Everything changes. The way you think and the way you see your dreams and your goals really changes. And some of you might take the decision to radically change your direction, for example, to really let go of illusions that come from one dream or one direction that's not actually working, or seeing illusions for things, businesses that used to work but now they're not working and they're dragging, they're dead, and they're still hanging on in there. And this is valid also for relationships or inner work. There are also things there to let go of and illuminate. Things that are not working, things that are tempting you to remain in the old ideas and to let go of all possibilities of real manifestation and abundance because of some spiritual, for example, returns. Sometimes we may use spirituality and also our fears to hide our own power, to make justifications that we cannot bring this into reality, or that we are not capable of that or the other, or that we do not know how, and that we do not have time, or that it's fine the way we are now. I should be grateful for what I have. It is not spiritual enough to go after that or that. It's not ethical enough, for whatever moral thinking that you might have that's hindering you right here, right now. So these energies are really powerful because they are working in our subconscious, and we might do things that we don't even know that we are doing. And this is why in the coming month we are being supported to wake up from those types of patterns that we are repeating, and the temptations and the madness and the false hopes and dreams that we are perpetuating. Now let's see the help that we are getting. And we are getting help from the Queen of Cups, and we need to release the Hermit. This is so interesting, to release the Hermit. So releasing depression, releasing this idea to work too much, to learn too much, because right now we are just working in closed circles, and the important help is the help of loving energy and integrity, emotional integrity, that comes from us being okay with ourselves in our dreams and in our endeavors. Because if we look and take a look, a really honest look, a radically honest look at our dreams and at our desires, we might understand that they are not connected to our whole being, that we are not being emotionally connected to that, or that we are being emotionally connected in a way that it is harmful to ourselves. Maybe we desire something out of fear, utter fear, that's irrational, that's not even helpful in any way. Maybe we desire something because we've had a trauma in the past, and that desire is just perpetuating our suffering. Maybe we desire something just because we want to have it as possession and enjoy it because someone else enjoys it. Or maybe we want to have it just because it is like an egotistical want. So here the help that we have is the help of clarity in our emotions, the help of clarity in the emotions that support our desires and dreams. And what we need to leave behind is this type of heading into the problems with so much determination that we do not even see that they're not useful anymore. Is this blocking energy of progress with all costs. Progress at all costs with force, with power, it's our willpower gone awry when we just don't have a purpose that's useful anymore. But we just do this because we used to want that and we used to desire that. So we have this idea that we cannot stop, that it is a loss to stop, that we will get into a really strong depression, that we will lose a lot of things, that we will not get to what was promised for us. For example, if we are looking for something spiritual, and this desire to move despite all of the challenges that are actually telling us to let go of this, to stop pursuing something that's not useful, to adjust, to let go of the past issues that we wanted, of the past wants and desires, to see this clearly, to stop muddying our inner worlds with these things. It's like we're stuck in something. We're stuck in something and we cannot see something else because we want to finish that. We want to get to the top so badly, with all of the costs involved and with all of the harm that we are doing to ourselves. And also the energy of help is also empathically helping us to realize that we need more compassion and let go of the harshness and the force and the illusion, and to have a rest, to be more loving to ourselves, to stop pursuing progress just for the sake of it. This is the greed that I was talking about earlier. So these are the general energies here. Now we will get to the second part of the reading. So you have here the 3 piles and the crystals to choose with. For pile 1 we have this agate. For pile 2 this amethyst. And for pile 3 this carnelian. Now choose your pile and keep in mind that you are choosing your focus in order to ease the process of manifesting your dreams. Okay, so let's see the cards for pile 1. The first one is telling us about your desires, the current desires when it comes to your manifestation process. Then we have the inward focus for your energies to ease the manifestation process, the inward and the outward focus. So your desires for pile 1, we have acceptance, the cycle of life. Then we have forgiveness and rebirth. Beautiful cards. For pile 2, your desires are moon lore, ebb and flow. Then we have the outward focus, psychic abilities. And then we have inward, new beginnings. And for pile number 3, we have desires for self-exploration, fairy tales and myths. Then we have the outward as empowerment, and the inward focus as being bound. Okay. Now you can listen to all of them because we are supporting ourselves in this manifestation process, and you can get understanding also about other people around you and also how to support yourself through other people, or go straight to the last messages or the messages at the end. You will find the link, the timestamp in the description box. You can also go, of course, to your pile through the timestamps in the description box. For pile 1, you desire to manifest acceptance in your life. That means peace inside of yourself. That means a new connection to your own emotions, to who you are, to your inner child, to accept your differences, to accept differences of other people, to start a new cycle and accept the change that comes with that new cycle, with that new way of connecting with yourself. Acceptance here is about things that need to move in our lives, things that we need to let go, things that we have lost, things that are coming with us over the obstacles, and things that change in a way that we do not even recognize them anymore, either people, situations, or things in our lives. So here you are called to manifest forgiveness in the outer focus for the month of November to ease the manifestation process. Now, how is the manifestation process eased? By forgiving. Because our manifestation process can be hindered if we get really bound, attached, and stuck into old energies that we are not releasing, that we are not accepting and forgiving, that we are not letting go of because we are hurt, because we suffer, because we cling to them, because we do not accept the loss or the movement or the change. And if we stick there, if we get blocked for a longer time, then our manifestation process, what is meant to come towards us, gets delayed, of course, because we are not there to receive. When we are in this type of state, emotional state, we may be closed to receiving new things until we let go of the old, until we make space, and until we heal, because the trauma or the loss or the state we are in may just take too much space in our own being. So we have difficulty in manifesting something else, or in manifesting something particular in our lives in that in this moment. So for you, forgiveness is key here. And if you are saying, well, I don't know how to do that, that is very difficult. And indeed it is. It is one of the most difficult things to do because it is not that obvious. So forgiveness comes with acceptance of the thing that we've lost, of the loss itself, of the reality that we have right now, of the change itself, and of death. Acceptance of death then starts to begin a process for us to grieve what we've lost, and then to come back into a state of forgiveness. And this state of forgiveness is actually a state of liberation from that attachment in the past to the loss or to the actual hurt. Because here we may be attached to suffering, or we may be stuck in a type of suffering or in a type of past understanding or loss, And by the way, loss here can be in so many ways expressed in our lives. For example, we might mourn the loss of our confidence through a trauma that we've had or a situation in the past. We might mourn the loss of love because someone neglected us or ignored us. So these things, what we need to mourn may not be that obvious. We may hold grief in our hearts for things that are not that obvious, or for people that we've lost, and situations, jobs, ideas, dreams that we've lost, and so on. And considering the general energies that I have analyzed at the beginning, here this may also concern the acceptance of a loss of a dream or of a goal, of something that was an illusion and was not working anymore, something that you've wasted time upon. And the forgiveness here may be really about forgiving yourself that you didn't know, that you were caught in that illusion or in that desire to possess something, that you were caught in an addiction phase or in an attachment that was so strong and you didn't even realize that it was hurting you. So forgiveness here might be for something that happened to us because of the cycles of life, or it may be of something that we didn't forgive ourselves about, because either we didn't have the capability to see, understand, to know things in another way, to realize our illusions, or that we were ignorant, or that we were unconscious about something. So here forgiveness is a complex thing, but it starts with acceptance. So accept the things that it is so difficult to accept. And that acceptance is like an inner surrendering to trusting the life that you have now, to trusting the things and the situations that you have now in your life. And then through that trust in reality, in what is here and what is now, comes acceptance of what is, of the cycles of life, and then forgiveness will come through a spiritual release that will happen to you because of that belief and that trust that you will have, and that faith that you will master in life again. And here the rebirth happens because of that forgiveness. And here we have such a beautiful example of rebirth. We have a person that has been broken into many pieces, and they have mended themselves with golden liquor or golden paint, and they become so beautiful because of this golden sticky stuff that they are connecting all of the lost fragments together and making themselves whole again. And this is how you will achieve this inner rebirth, this wholeness. This fragmented self will come together in such a beautiful way by using forgiveness. So now you can go to the last messages that I will read together for all of the piles. Pile 2, let's see how it is for you. So we have ebb and flow and moon lore. So what you desire is to go with the flow of a new step, of a new cycle, to understand and follow the cycles of development in yourself, the inner development and the outer development, and to have more trust and confidence in those cycles. You will also desire to find out how to use those cycles to increase your manifestation potential. So for you in this pile, you might work with magic and doing spells with the moon and with the cycles of the moon, to do rituals and stuff, meditations to increase your manifestation potential. And here in your outer focus, we have psychic abilities. And in your inner focus, new beginnings. So it is a new cycle for you, definitely, that you are trying to focus yourself on achieving an inner cycle of new achievements, of starting anew with yourself, of letting go of something that's no longer useful, of birthing oneself in a new light, new beginnings in how you see yourself. So I see someone here that is just looking into a mirror and seeing themselves again and loving themselves again and realizing that they have lost themselves at one point, and that here within this process of accepting the ebb and flow of life, the up and downs of life, the changes in life, you realize that you've reached a new place in which you can see yourself again. And this starts a new process for you, because right now you see a part of yourself that you didn't before. And this part of yourself, this new part of yourself, is beginning a new process of life. A new process of life in which your focus is to increase your psychic abilities. Now, this is speaking about increasing your sensitivity and your abilities overall. The psychic abilities may help you also develop material abilities or other types of practical abilities. So we are speaking about ability to manifest here in general. And your abilities here that will help you faster manifest things. So you will start easing the process of manifestation by using ritual work, by using the moon, by using the cycles of life, by using astrology, for example, to understand what is possible right there for you and how to increase the accuracy of your goal setting, how to set your goals in a way that is more beneficial and more connected to the reality of your probabilities, to what can be real for you. And connecting with what I have explained in the beginning with those energies. Here for you, you will ease your manifestation process if you develop more your abilities that are helping you manifest practically things in your life. And you will increase those abilities also by understanding the process of your life, what is happening here practically right now, and what process are you going through right now? Because in our lives, we have up and downs. We're not always in a higher vibration. We also go through low vibrational periods in which we clean, in which we go deep into ourselves and we fight the monsters, or we go through very difficult moments and situations, and we learn so much through those painful moments. So our vibration doesn't need to be up and up to be able to manifest what we need in the moment. And by increasing your abilities, this is what you will find out. You do not need to have a really high vibrational expression. What you need to have is a higher connection, a stronger connection to your own abilities to bring what you need in the moment, to bring to life. And that is power of emotion, power of intention. And this is what you are asked here to focus on in your outer expression. how to set your intentions, how to clean your intentions and dreams and goals, and how to use the cycles of life, the cycles of the moon to help your manifestation process. And for this, you will need to have a new beginning in your inner self, in how you see yourself in connection to your manifestation process, and to how you see your abilities. By the way, do not discount and disconsider abilities that you have right now. Sometimes we think that we need to develop some kind of extraordinary paranormal abilities to be able to manifest, and that is not true. You can use your abilities right now to manifest if you consider the abilities that you have. So right now you can go to the last messages, you can use the timestamps, or of course listen to the other reading as well and the other message. So pile 3, let's see. You are desiring to increase your manifestation process through self-exploration and to understanding the symbolistics in your exploration, to look for the signs, to understand your dreams, to understand your inner worlds, and maybe understand how to speak to yourself, how to speak to your subconscious, how to work with your subconscious. You're deeply going inside, and this is your desire to manifest inner clarity and self-realization through self-exploration. And we see the focus, the outer focus here for you is empowerment. To empower yourself so you can get to manifest things easier. And you are going to empower yourself by looking into the things that bound you, by looking into the things that block you, by going into your subconscious, by going and looking at your traumas, by going deeply inside and seeing what is stuck. What are those behaviors that are hindering your manifestation process? What are those thinking patterns or those emotional blockages that are there in your body, making you feel stuck and bound to repeat stuff over and over again that's not working? So you are going to empower yourself by freeing yourself from these bounds. And these bounds can be things that you know right now and things that you have no idea about. So start with the things that you know, and deeply going into them, you will find out about the things you right now don't. And you will learn to see yourself better, because these bound fragments of self hold power, and by going into them and cleaning them, rising them up from the ashes, or rising them from the darkness into the light, transforming them, you can gain more energy and understanding, and you will also get to better understand the myths or your inner symbolistic worlds. So you have started to, or you're desiring to understand the inner worlds, and you're maybe reading or maybe learning about symbolism and dreaming work. That could help you, by the way, because dreaming work can help empower us, because it helps you see those bound places, those things that are there and that are not necessarily fragmented, but things that are constricted. So you are looking for constricted places in yourself, not necessarily fragmented or rejected things. So these things that are restricted or suppressed, you are invited to look for them, because they will bring more empowerment, more confidence, more understanding of self, and they will ease again the manifestation process, because these blockages also affect what you bring into your life. They affect the possibilities that you see. They also affect your capabilities of bringing things into your life, because if we are bound, for example, to think that we cannot manifest abundance of a certain type in our life because maybe our family were poor and we have this poor mindset. Maybe we don't know how, we don't have the skills, and we have no idea where to start. Or maybe we just think of ourselves in a diminished way. We have no power, we have no means, we are nobody. How are we going to do these things and these stuff? So by looking into that type of thinking, you will unbound yourself from them. You will free yourself and you will gain more capability, and also more possibilities will be open for you. So this self-exploration here is for you to get empowered over the stuff that binds you right now and that constricts your possibilities. So now let's see the last messages for pile 1. We have creator, fire, and manifesting and doing. So we have manifesting and doing and creator, fire. So this acceptance will bring more fire, more passion into your life, because it will free up energy through forgiveness, and because you are becoming whole and getting all of those fragments into a coherent expression, you will start to have more fire, more enthusiasm in your life to create, and thus you will see more opportunities to act. You will have more confidence to act towards your goals and more confidence to establish what you really want and to understand what you really want, because right here in this type of expressions, in this type of emotional states in which we don't have forgiveness, we may be closed to receiving, and also we may have no motivation. But as you're doing this forgiveness process, you will increase your motivation to manifest your new desires. For pile number 2, we have, oh my God, sacred mirror. I've been speaking about mirrors, and creator, air. Okay. So for you, because you are working on accepting this ebb and flow into your life and accepting the lower states, you are increasing your capability to reflect and to see things also in the depths of despair or in the depths of your inner self. And you are becoming clearer in how to manifest this, and this is increasing your sensibility and your ability to manifest more, because you're going to see things clearly, and you're going to see also mirrors around you, not only on yourself, about yourself. And we have 33 here. So this is really an important beginning for you when it comes to your spiritual development. You are going to step into a new level of spiritual development. It's like you're graduating something. You are becoming more aware on how to use these cycles of life to manifest, and how to be more attuned to them, how to see them as sacred mirrors. Now let's see for pile number 3, we have lead your metamorphosis, and the edge of evolution feels messy. Of course, it feels messy to look into the things that bound you, because you're going to have to struggle. These places inside ourselves, they are places of struggle, because when we feel bound, we naturally struggle until Sometimes we give up, so we feel helpless. So these parts of self can be messy, and the evolution that looks into this, the empowerment process, might need for you to fight out of them, might need for you to conquer your freedom, to really fight for your freedom. And that becomes messy, but also brings you a lot of results that will be beneficial and that will help you increase your manifestation power and lead your metamorphosis, lead your self-exploration. Just go on with it. Stop procrastinating, becoming lazy, thinking you cannot do it. Those are actually your places of constriction. So when you hear yourself speak about, this is too difficult, I feel blocked, I don't know what to do next, this is so painful or messy or suffering, I'm suffering right now, I'm struggling, I'm so struggling. Well, struggle stronger. Just struggle more, because you are struggling to free yourself, and it feels messy, it feels uneasy, uncomfortable, it feels like you're fighting yourself, but that struggle is beneficial. It leads to your metamorphosis, and it helps you unbound yourself. It helps you break free. So don't stop that fight and that struggle. And when you feel that you don't have energy to struggle anymore, just rest. You do not have to feel helpless on top of resting. You can just rest. You don't have to accuse yourself that you cannot struggle anymore. Just rest, accumulate more energy, and then struggle fiercely and fight for that freedom, because you will get it. You will get it. You will see that. And that is empowering yourself through that struggle, through that mess, through that fight. You will empower yourself, and you will come out stronger and more knowledgeable about who you are and what are your abilities and capabilities to manifest your life and your dreams. So this has been the reading for the month of November, and I hope you make the best out of it. If you would like to support my channel, please go ahead and click the like button. It is really important for me to understand what you like, and also to for the channel to grow. And also comment, let me know about your experience. Share this video with other people, help them as well in their manifestation process. And subscribe. If you subscribe, click that notification bell. You really need to choose to be notified when I post something new. And if you would like a personal reading, then go ahead and find out the link to my website. You can purchase readings directly through the website. And if you need more information before you purchase, then go ahead and contact me through the contact form, and I will guide you in that process as well. You will find in the description box other links to connect with me and a link to donate if you wish so. Until next time, happy dreams and manifestations.